Thus far today we visited two schools in the morning. The first school that we visited, Ulwazi, is a well-performing school. But then what is a highlight there is high level of commitment, diligence, resilience of the principal and the collective. Despite the circumstances, they are so determined or having tenacity to perform and maintain high standard in terms of the outcome of the school.
2012, our metric results were at 91.7. 2013, our metric results were at 100%, and we had a good number of bachelors in 2013. 2014, we went back to 91.3. 2015, we went back to 100%. We, however, know that there is still a lot to be done. This is what we are trying to do. And if only we could have our government realizing that this is a high school and therefore it has to look and be as such.
Yes, there are challenges like your pregnancy issues, your crime issues.
In the past, they've given crime hotspots in Mdantsane, and they would issue that in a newspaper, a daily dispatch, and you would find so many dots where we are to show that this is one of the highest crime spots in Mdantsane. You name it, drug abuse, house, you name it, it's right here. Again, I want to go back to the parliament. I'm telling you, if no decisive action is taken for learners, teenagers, I'm talking between age 13 and 18, who are heavily on drugs right now. I cannot imagine what's going to happen in these townships for the next 10 years. We always say we are one of the strictest schools. And if we are as frustrated by drugs as we are, Usasa, I've studied it, trying to find a way as to what do we do about this. And please, 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 I started with Elson, now I'm talking with a drug problem. Please, please, please. In addition to our challenges, 2 blocks away from where we are, there is Epodwe Inclusive Primary School. That school is Elson learners with special needs. It combines. And I'm saying it's just 2 blocks away, meaning it's our feeder school. So those children come to us. And let me take this opportunity to ask you, when we go back to the parliament, please deliberate on this issue, the issue of learners with special needs in high school. Come up with a curriculum. Come up with an exit plan for those children. Because we're told, accept these children, include them. And those children become frustrated and they form 30% of our learners in this school. We've decided to move our focus from what we don't have. We don't have anything and everything that you can imagine. I'm going to ask you to go and see our grade 12A Maths and Science class from here. Then you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you our library, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. However, I've already said, we decided not to sit and wallow in our misery. So, we focus on the syllabus. After July, when the junior exam is about to be written, we call children, come, let's have you staying at school. We're trying to switch their focus. We're trying to ensure that they don't hear about drugs and what. Their focus is on the next exam.
But what is glaring and highlight from the presentation of the principal from Ulwazi, in that context of performing, consistent high performance, is a support which is a pillar, the support from the side of the parents and members of the community. I think we need to highlight that as a very high determinant factor and positive factor that is assisting the school.
Can you imagine what would happen in this community if we were to produce a plus 200 matriculants every year? Oh my God. Come with me, see this, everybody. Here is a school that will produce between 200 and 300 matriculants. Bachelors, they go to university, they get whatever. They go to university, they come back and graduate. Do you think that within the next 10 years, this area in please help us, help these people. Help these people. They need this school. We turned down a lot of applications. Right now, I'm sitting with 250 grade 8 applications. We've accepted them. I don't know where we're going to sit them because there is no school. We are pleading for a school and not a bus. We're pleading for desks. We're pleading for the basic ingredients that make a school. I bet you my last pinky. Let me repeat. If you can do that for us back in the parliament, I can tell you we can turn this Mdantsane around and wrap it around in our little pinky.
The quick wins that we can talk about are simple basic things that is our expectation as NCOP or as Parliament, that they should be available, they should be in existence. For instance, as a classical example, the issue of books. All schools talk about this issue of books, but then it's something that needs decisive leadership. The issue of water, the issue of temporary classes where there's a lack in terms of classes. The direction and position that we have given is a peremptory instruction for that matter, is to say where there's a lack of extra classes or need for extra classes, we can put temporary classes to accommodate and deal with the situation that affects our kids. Where there's a challenge of water, we can use the municipalities to give tanks to those kids so that they are able to remain within the boundaries and the framework of the school and study. Issues like toilets, you can give temporary toilets. We understand the issues of budget, but what becomes critical is, whilst you still deal with the long-term infrastructure problems and challenges, provide temporary toilets for our kids. That's a simple thing that I can say is a quick win.